Now, a decade since the advent of devolution, the fruits of this form of governance are beginning to be felt, with a majority of Kenyans enjoying access to government services. However, the big C, corruption, remains a major bottleneck in efficient service delivery. Several county bosses have found themselves in court on allegations of looting from the public coffers. As county and national government administrators convene in Eldoret for that annual devolution conference that we spoke about earlier on, Nancy Okware examines the corruption threat that remains a challenge in full implementation of devolution.
The start of devolution in 2013 was seen as the silver bullet in delivering services closer to the people and spurring development at the grassroots level. However, 1 year after the start of the devolved system of governance, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, in its Corruption and Ethics Survey report released in 2014, painted a picture of graft cases in the counties. The report listed more than half of the counties at 26 out of the 47 counties reporting cases of graft, with most cases attributed to systemic failures, lack of watertight control mechanisms, and ignorance of mwananchi in holding leaders accountable. Lawyer Kidi Mwaga, in examining the war on graft in counties in the last decade, says a lot more can be done to police resources at the grassroots.
There are instances we have seen interventions by the EACC, but it is also imperative that we tell the people of Kenya that it is incumbent upon them to make sure that they constantly remain active as a citizenry. Because when they are active, when they are able to hold the leaders accountable, then they are able to disrupt the corrupt networks within the devolved units.
In 2021, a report by the anti-graft body continued to paint a picture of continued corruption in the counties. The areas of concern listed as bribery, nepotism, embezzlement, and mismanagement of public resources. According to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission survey of 2021, Narok County topped the list, where one is likely to be asked to pay a bribe at 31.7%, followed by Elgeyo Marakwet at 31.3%, Nakuru at 29.3%, Kisii at 28.5%, Kirinyaga at 25.9%, Kakamega at 25.1%, Wajir at 25.1%, and Kiambu at 25%. The report further highlighted little confidence among stakeholders for governors to fight corruption and unethical practices. At least 5 former governors have been taken to court on charges of corruption and abuse of office.
Judiciary has done a good job. The office of the DPP must make sure that the files they take to court, that people they charge are people they have investigated. They know that the evidence is watertight. They know that when they take this evidence before a judge or before a magistrate, that at the very least they will get a conviction.
He notes that there is a need to eliminate middlemen who catalyze graft by hijacking county government operations.
These capture elite usually capture the governor, they capture the assembly, they capture the procurement process infrastructure within the county. These few people then begin to dictate, what will happen or what will not happen. So disrupting these capture elites within the counties is something we must seriously think about as we mark 10 years of devolution.
10 years on, he says all is not lost.
Devolution was a silver bullet, but it can be made better. There are a few gaps still, like the question of responsibilities and funds, that we must do. We must make sure that funds follow functions.
And as county and national government administrators convene for the devolution conference this week, part of the agenda will be to deliberate on good governance for equitable and sustainable development in a bid to deliver services and realize the devolution dream. Despite corruption being a major challenge in the counties, experts are of the opinion that devolution can still be salvaged if proper mechanisms are put in place to fight graft, as well as ensure effective service delivery. Nancy Okware, Prime Edition.